This is impressive, fans! Just when it seemed the Eagles roster was complete and ready to move on, a renowned NFL analyst dropped a bombshell that could completely change the course of the season. We're talking about a bold trade that could directly impact the heart of the defense. But would Howie Roseman have the courage to take this step now? The answer may surprise even the most confident. Get ready, because I'll show you all the details of this unexpected move. But first, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, because what comes next could change everyone's view of the Eagles' future. The Philadelphia Eagles defense is one of the team's pillars, with players like Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean impressing. But there's one weak spot that still raises concerns: the opposite end. The cornerback position has been a real conundrum for the Eagles, especially with Adoree Jackson struggling and Jacorian Bennett an unknown quantity. The big question remains: who could be the ideal solution to this need? That's where a trade proposal that's gaining traction comes in. Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox raises the possibility of the Eagles pursuing Cleveland Browns cornerback Greg Newsome. While this proposal is still just speculation, it has the potential to solve one of the team's biggest defensive challenges. According to the proposal, Newsome would join the Eagles in exchange for a third-round pick in the 2026 draft. This move may seem risky, but for the Eagles' defense, it's a necessary one. Greg Newsome, while not the most talked-about name in the league, has proven to be a reliable and consistent player. With a 59.8% completion rate and an 88.3 passer rating, Newsome has stood out for his ability to neutralize opposing attacks. On a team like the Eagles, which needs stability at the cornerback position, this type of performance could be exactly what's needed to make a quality leap in the secondary. Besides his reliability, what makes Newsome even more attractive to the Eagles is his versatility. He has the ability to play both wide receiver and slot receiver, which opens up several strategic options for the team's defensive coordinator. This could allow DeJean, another promising prospect, to play slot receiver while Newsome plays wide receiver, or even vice versa, depending on the situation. This flexibility would be a huge asset to the defense, offering more options to combat opposing offensive formations. However, the question remains: is it worth giving up a third-round pick for a cornerback who is about to enter the final year of his rookie contract? A third-round pick is a valuable bargaining chip and may be too high a price for a player whose continued presence on the team is uncertain. However, for a team like the Eagles, which urgently needs to strengthen its secondary, this trade could be seen as a necessary move to strengthen a defense that, on paper, is already very strong, but still has weaknesses. Furthermore, with the trade deadline approaching, the Eagles know they can't wait any longer. The window to strengthen the team is closing, and the addition of Newsome could be the key to helping the Eagles' defense reach its full potential. If the Cleveland Browns are willing to negotiate, a third-round pick could be a fair price to pay for a quality cornerback who can make a difference. While the trade isn't official yet, Eagles fans should keep an eye on this potential move. The arrival of Greg Newsome could be the key to completing the defense of a team with high aspirations this season. As the trade deadline approaches, the question remains: will the Eagles make this smart move to address their cornerback shortage? All signs point to Newsome being the name that puts the Eagles one step closer to defensive success. And if the first step was already exciting, now comes the decisive test. Can the Raiders translate that confidence into results against the Chargers? The Philadelphia Eagles have a clear goal: to bolster their defense and ensure their secondary is ready for another Super Bowl run. After considering a trade for Greg Newsome, it might be time to aim even higher. What if the target were Denzel Ward, the Cleveland Browns Pro Bowl cornerback? Ward, who has been a central figure in the Browns' defense, is coming off a spectacular season, leading the NFL with 19 pass breakups and earning his 4th Pro Bowl nod. But what really puts Ward in the Eagles' sights is his recent contract restructuring, which makes him a bargain. By reducing his base salary to just $1.2 million in 2025, Ward has provided the Browns with over $18 million in cap space, opening the possibility of a trade. And here's the big draw: this move could indicate that Cleveland is willing to negotiate if the price is right. For the Eagles, who hold 3 third-round picks in the 2026 draft, the resources are available for a bold move. If Eagles general manager Howie Roseman decides to move forward, Ward could be exactly the reinforcement needed to further solidify the defense. At just 28 years old, Ward still has a lot to offer. His ability to cover elite receivers and his experience at the highest level make him a valuable addition to the Eagles. His immediate presence could mean the definitive solution to the CB2 problem and a major improvement for Philadelphia's defense. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that Ward could become the missing piece that takes the Eagles' defense to new heights, leading the team to its next Super Bowl triumph. However, as with any high-profile trade, the question is, how much is too much to pay for a player already in his 8th NFL season? A trade for Ward could require the Eagles to give up a first- or second-round draft pick, a significant amount, especially considering the Eagles already have a solid defense defense elsewhere. Furthermore, with the Eagles' focus on immediate win mode, this trade could be the perfect move to solidify the team and maximize their chances in 2025. Howie Roseman's decision will be crucial. If he believes Denzel Ward is the key to closing the gap in the secondary and boosting the defense, trading for him could be a smart strategic move. Ward is not only an elite cornerback, but also a player who has proven himself capable of elevating any team's defense. His impact could be immediate, bringing stability, experience, and high-level coverage skills to the Eagles' secondary. If the Eagles want to ensure their defense is ready for another Super Bowl run, a trade for Denzel Ward could be a golden opportunity. However, the cost must be considered. Are the Eagles willing to pay the price to add a Pro Bowl caliber talent like Ward and secure an even stronger defense for the immediate future? If so, this move could take the Eagles to a new level and cement their position as one of the most feared defenses in the league. But they might not have to wait long. A recent move by the Browns may have put a significant solution in Howie Roseman's lap that would completely transform the secondary. While the Philadelphia Eagles are constantly searching for reinforcements and upgrades, the headlines aren't always about trades and deals. Recently, the team was rocked by an off-field incident involving one of its star defenders, Jalen Carter, the talented Pro Bowl defensive tackle. During the season opener against the Dallas Cowboys, Carter was suspended for one game after getting into an altercation with opposing quarterback Dak Prescott. The situation escalated when Carter, known for his relentless intensity on the field, was penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct after spitting in Prescott's direction. The punishment came with a $57,222 fine, which is exactly what his Week 1 game check was worth. Carter's suspension sends a clear message to the entire league. Actions like this will not be tolerated. While his actions were impulsive and undoubtedly detrimental to the team at a crucial moment, they serve as a stark reminder that, regardless of a player's talent or status, discipline must always be maintained. Carter, a cornerstone of the Eagles' defense, has been a dominant force on the field, but this incident highlights that his attitude off it needs to be adjusted as well. Following the incident, Carter took full responsibility for his actions. In a heartfelt statement, he apologized to his teammates and the fans, acknowledging that his actions caused an unnecessary distraction, especially in such a crucial game. This kind of self-criticism and acknowledgement of error is vital to his development as a player and leader within the Eagles' locker room. The coaching staff, led by Nick Sirianni, did not minimize the severity of the situation. They committed to addressing the incident internally and ensuring Carter learns from his mistake. Despite what happened, the team still believes in Carter's potential and is confident he will return stronger, both mentally and physically, for the challenges ahead. The focus now is ensuring the defensive tackle keeps his head on straight and returns to the field with the same intensity, but with greater self-control. While the suspension serves as a lesson in discipline, Carter's impact on the Eagles' defense is undeniable. He's one of the team's most talented players, and upon returning, he has the chance to showcase not only his skill, but also his maturity and ability to learn from his mistakes. The Eagles need Carter at his best, especially with the upcoming big matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs on the horizon. Based on the Eagles' recent concerns at cornerback, including the potential trade for Greg Newsome or Denzel Ward, and the incident involving Jalen Carter, do you believe Howie Roseman should focus on bolstering the defense immediately through a trade or invest in developing current players like Jacorian Bennett to address the issues in the secondary? Leave your opinion here, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Eagles news.